What if I told you that you were missing out on your greatest opportunity to become rich right now? Think about it. You make financial decisions every day, and you may not realize it, but those decisions are determining your future. What if I told you that there are only 5 steps to financial freedom, steps that most people ignore or underestimate? Today, I'm going to tell you something that could completely change the way you manage your money, and more importantly, the way you think about wealth. Not only will I show you 5 concrete steps to becoming rich, but I will demonstrate how a common mistake that most people make every day is preventing you from achieving the life you have always dreamed of. Stay until the end, because the 3rd step will surprise you. It is the most underrated, and if you don't put it into practice, everything else may never work. And that's not all. I will also give you some shocking news that could revolutionize your approach to money and life. Before we get started, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell if you want to continue receiving practical advice on how to improve your financial life. Don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Now, let's get into the heart of it. If you're ready to change your life, here are the 5 steps that will lead you to building wealth. This isn't theoretical advice. It's a method that has been proven to work for decades, and if you follow it, you could see amazing results. 1. Create a written plan. The first step is to have a written plan. There is no way around this rule. Money doesn't grow by accident. Think of your life as a ship at sea. Without a map or a clear course, you are at high risk of sinking. If you don't know where you are going, you will end up getting lost along the way. That's why a financial plan, or better yet, a budget, is essential. It's your compass. Without one, you have no direction, and you will never reach your goal. Imagine trying to build a house without a plan. It's not just about the bricks, it's about the foundation. Without a clear plan, you risk seeing everything collapse. The same goes for money. Jesus said, "Don't build a tower without first counting the costs." Without a plan, how are you going to build your wealth? Most people don't have a budget, and do you know what happens? They live at the mercy of circumstances, hoping that next month things will be better. But the truth is, no one wins by accident. Planning your money puts you in control. When you have a clear plan, every penny has a purpose. That's the real secret of the rich. Do you want to be financially free? Write your plan today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Every day wasted without a plan is a day that takes you further from your goal. 2. Eliminate debt. The second step is simple but powerful. Get out of debt. This is where your greatest weapon for building wealth lies. When you are in debt, you are literally giving your future away to your creditors. Think about every dollar you earn. How much of that money is actually contributing to your future? If the answer is very little, then it's time to change. Debt is keeping you in a financial trap, robbing you of your most valuable asset, the money you have earned with your work. Look at the skyscrapers of the banks in the big cities. Every time you pay a debt, you are helping to build those buildings. You are buying them nicer furniture than what you have in your own home. Doesn't that seem unfair? Get out of debt and reclaim your life. When you are debt-free, you are free of constraints. Every dollar you earn can be invested in building your wealth, not that of others. When you eliminate debt, you are telling yourself that you are no longer a slave to circumstances, but the master of your financial destiny. But what do you think? Do you think getting out of debt is really that important? Leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Some may say that it is not possible to do so in the current economic situation. What do you think? Do you agree? 3. Live on less than you earn. Here is the third step, the one that many ignore. Live on less than you earn. I know it is not a popular phrase, but this is where most people fail. If you continue to spend every euro you earn, you will never be rich, period. No matter how high your salary, if you spend it all, you're in a constant trap. In the house of the wise, there are reserves of food and oil, but the fool consumes everything he owns. This ancient teaching is more relevant than ever. Think of how many people you know who earn well, but at the end of the month, they have no savings. Why does this happen? Simple. They do not live on less than they earn. They spend it all, and maybe even more. And this condemns you to remain poor. The key to getting out of this trap is to change your mindset. Learn to live with less and watch your bank account start to grow. You don't have to sacrifice everything, but you do have to understand what your priorities are. If you spend everything you earn, you are not living for your future, but only to survive the present. 4. Save and invest regularly. The fourth step? Save and invest regularly. Do you want to know what the secret to becoming rich is? It's not about making millions overnight, but about building a consistent habit, saving and investing. It's a process that takes time, patience, and discipline, but in the long run, it brings incredible results. It doesn't matter how small your investments are at the beginning. What matters is consistency. Remember, no one gets rich without saving. The small steps you take today can have a gigantic impact tomorrow. You often hear about rates of return, which fund is better than another. But do you know what the truth is? The problem with your investments is not the rate of return. It is not the strategy. The problem is that you do not have investments. You cannot have a return on something you do not own. Simple, right? Investing is not complicated, but it does require dedication. If you don't start today, tomorrow will only be more difficult. So, don't procrastinate. Save, invest, and watch your money start working for you. Before we reveal the last and most fun step, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. If this content has been useful to you so far, leave a nice like and consider supporting the channel with a super thank you. This will allow us to create even more valuable content for you. 5. Be generous beyond measure. The last step is perhaps the most surprising and rewarding. Become generous. Once you've followed the first 4 steps, you've got your finances in order. There's nothing more beautiful than being generous with others. Think about how liberating it is to be able to give without worrying about how you'll pay the bills. True wealth is measured not only by what you have, but by what you can give. Being generous isn't just about giving once in a while. It's about living with an open heart, ready to share your good fortune with others. When you're out of debt and have learned to save and invest, you can afford to be extraordinarily generous. And I'm not just talking about occasional giving, but about making generosity a way of life. That's where you find the true joy in money, using it to do good, to help others, and to make a positive impact on the world. Imagine how much you could do if you were free from the burden of financial worries. You could change someone's life, support causes you care about, or simply help those around you. Generosity enriches you not only financially, but also spiritually. If this video inspired you, I invite you to continue your financial journey by watching our next video where we explore in detail how to create a solid investment plan. Thanks for watching to the end, and I'll see you in the next video.